If you are in the housing market and you know that housing prices are on the increase, you know that mortgage rates are on the increase, it's tougher to buy a house these days. So a lot of homeowners now instead are opting to do renovations to their own home rather than move out and find something else. But then there's always a risk involved in that. Construction litigation specialist Andrew Cole has seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of remodeling, and he's kind enough to join us now to share some of the things that he's learned along the way. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
It's interesting, and it makes perfect sense, right? If people are not going to spend the money on a new house, they just want to put a little bit of money into the one that they currently have. What are some of the biggest problems that you see that might come back to bite them?
Sure. I mean, the right renovation job can certainly add value to the home, but if the project goes south, it could become a disaster for everybody. The big issue that we see that affects homeowners is not knowing the contract that they're signing when they start the process, and not knowing the contractor. A little bit of due diligence at the start of the process and the contractor can go a long way to help you better understand who you're dealing with, and understanding your role in this process as you embark upon what could be a multi-week or multi-month process that affects your home.
So what do you see that typically is, I guess, some of the more egregious things? Is it people not doing the job or doing the job not up to what was promised or up to satisfaction?
It's a little bit of both, to be honest with you. We see people that contractors that receive more money in advance that they should. They perform work that's not commensurate with the amount of money that they've received. And we also see a lot of cases where contractors aren't licensed to do the work that they're doing, which puts the homeowners in a bind if the time comes to pursue a claim against the contractor.
So in the perfect world, everybody will do their homework up front, find that person who's got the best reviews, and get a couple of different estimates and go with the best person. That's in a perfect world. In the real world, and it might be hard to find a contractor. And some people say, I don't want to wait. I'm just going to go with this person. Maybe they came on with a fantastic sales pitch and I bought into it. And then, as you say, things went south. What can you do at that point?
The best thing that you can do is always refer to your contract. The contract likely is going to have language in it that governs these various situations. The next best thing you can do is document and communicate as much as possible with the contractor so that there is a record maintained throughout the project, alerting the contractor to the issues that you're having. The third thing that you can do is request that the contractor correct any deficiencies immediately. Put the contractor on notice, give the contractor an opportunity to correct the work. And then if the contractor doesn't perform, you can advise the contractor that you'll have to bring in somebody else to correct the work and possibly hold that contractor responsible for any difference in cost.
So if we keep all those notes, we keep those logs, we try to do it ourselves, it's great to have, whether it works or not. If we do have to take that next step and we have to go the legal route, you're the litigation specialist. Does it work? I mean, do you typically find that you can get results and remediation for people who might have had the job go in the wrong direction?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, we are trial lawyers, but we're busy trial lawyers. But when we're not in court, we're just as busy trying to tell people how to stay out of court because it is an expensive and time-consuming process. However, it does work. And at the end of the day, you want to be in the best position to preserve your evidence and show the court or the jury or whoever you're trying the case to that you tried your best to have this contractor fix these issues before you got to this process.
I mean, listen, it makes perfect sense. And I like what you said right out of the gate. Before you even sign that contract, make sure that you go over it, you know exactly who you're dealing with and what are the expectations really from yourself and from that contractor. Andrew, thanks for joining us this morning. Construction litigation specialist Andrew Cole. There is their information. I appreciate your expertise and certainly wish everybody the best as you're trying to get your work done around the house, make it a little more livable if you have to put a little pause on buying the new house.
Right. Lots of helpful advice, though, if you plan on doing that.